Welcome back to my channel for Group 1 racing again. The Manikato Stakes comes up Friday night, and what a race it is. A lot of speedsters here over the 1200 metres. Looking forward to the meeting, but let's get into the races and find some winners. Race number 1 at Moonee Valley is the Chef's Hat Plate over the 2040 metres, and I'm with Silent Sovereign here. I think she bolts in. Second up, 1600 metres. 1400 metres up to the 2040 metres here. Loves any conditions, good, wet, doesn't matter. Does have a second at the Valley behind Imperial Lad, and I think that this is the one to beat here. Barrier 6, perfect. 59.5 by Johnny Allen. She's carried weight before, and she can do so again here. Clearly the one to beat here. Tokorangi, probably the only one I can see beating her. Was good winning at Caulfield on its Australian debut. Hasn't done much since, but is a good chance. Miles back in depth and grade here. This isn't a very strong race. Ocean Miss for third. Karen McAvoy riding for the Feeks. Fourth up should be ready to go now and should be hard fit. And Hunboshi, I thought, was the one who could run a race at $9 into $6.50 now, actually, for Blake Shin and Luke Oliver. But I'm with Silent Sovereign, race 1 at the Valley, 35 the win. Quite confident that we can start the night on Manikato night with a winner. Race number 2 at the Valley is the Vobus Gold Star over the 1500 metres, and I'm with Regardsmaree and Imperial Lad. Regardsmaree has a good record at the Valley. Having had the 2 starts at the track for a second and a third. Third up is important for this horse. I think can win here. 5 starts for 3 wins third up. Good chance. Handles all conditions. Good, soft, heavy. Doesn't matter. Imperial Lad can win also. He's probably going to get the lead here. And at $9.50, I thought it was a good chance. But Regardsmaree has beaten him before. Sosie Bon, I thought, was under the odds at $3.80. Now at $4 for Luke Nolan. He hasn't done a lot this campaign. It's got to carry the big weight here with 61 kilos. But, yeah, not for mine here in the Vobus Gold Star. And Kong, the one who's in form, over the odds for mine at 21 now, $19. But I'm with Regardsmaree and Imperial Lad. I think one of them can win. More confident, leaning towards Regardsmaree, but I'm having to Sabre. 7 the win on Imperial Lad, 25 the win on Regardsmaree in the Vobus Gold Star. Race number 3 at the Valley is a Step Out Wines Country Cup final over the 1200 metres. And I'm with Sam's Image, the class runner here for Johnny Sailor Luke Nolan with 60 kilos. Was given an impossible task last start, carrying 66.5 kilos at Cranbourne in a benchmark 64. No horse can win with that weight. And I still think he was not gallant in defeat, but was a good run. Comes back to this race and is carrying a very good weight here, a winnable weight in 60 kilos. Barrier 9 can, and it probably will go forward. That's the reason I've got it on top. Vultan for second. Blinkers on here. Very good chance for Chad Schofield, 55 kilos, consistent and racing well. Stylish enough for third. Racing well, consistent. Has had 2 wins from 3 starts this campaign, placing on the other occasion. And Kalashani Lad, I thought, was over the odds at $11 for Jamie Carr, 55 kilos, going well. Barrier 10, good chance. But I'm with Sam's Image, the class runner in the race, for Luke Nolan, 10 each way. Race 3, Moonee Valley. Race number 4 at the Valley is the MSC Science Handicap over the 1,000 metres. They're going to burn rubber, and with the early scratching of Great Barrier Reef racing on Saturday, this is a wide open race. But I've gone with Yowie here. I think he's the untapped class in the race. Damien Lane on 56 for Johnny Sadler. Barrier 8, I think it's a good chance. I just don't know where it's going to land in the run. But look, it won impressively on debut at Sandown, then at Caulfield in the Reduce Choice. Didn't really get a lot of luck and was 4th. So had a good break, had a trial to make sure it's got its fitness together. I think that this horse can run a big race here. Zourata for Blake Shin can win on a pogo stick. Had a couple of winners at Geelong Cup Day, ran really well. And this horse bolted it on debut. That didn't beat much. It was expected to as the $1.40 favourite by 2.25 lengths over the 1,000 metres. On a heavy 10 track, so interesting to see how it'll go on top of the ground. Fission next, and Shalaman, big weight against it here, but can win. But I'm with Yowie, race 4 at the Valley, 25 to win. Race number 5 at the Valley, and it is the Ladbrokes 55-second challenge, heat 3 over the 955 metres, and I'm with Taunting here. Damien Lane, Michael Hipmilk brings the horse across from South Australia. I think it's going to be very, very hard to beat here. Jumps, lands on speed. Last bit's going to test him, but he does get the tongue tie for the first time. So I think if the track plays towards the leaders, which as far as I know it will, it has the whole season so far, he'll be winning this. 260 is a great price. The other horse I think can run really well is Direct. Very impressive win when returning from being gelded. Second up does have a misleading record. 3 starts for only the 1 second, but you got to remember he's come back gelded and is going to be better off now. Barrier 7 for Zach Spain. Interested to see how he goes. Nesturitium. I don't know how to say it. Good chance, but I thought it was under the odds for J Mac and Gerald Ryan. And Mouse Almighty won at the Valley last start, but if it wins this, you can count me out of this forever. I don't think it can win. I don't think it's any sort of a chance whatsoever, but Taunting the one for me, race 5 at the Valley. Race number 6 at the Valley is a benchmark 84 over the mile, and I'm with Worthily here. First up goes pretty well. 4 starts for the 1 win in 2 seconds. A good chance first up. It does go well first up. Stable find Jamie Spencer, of course, he's in town for the Cox Plate on Saturday, but I still think he can ride a winner here. 55 kilos, Kieran Maher. I think it all leads to a win here. Shibli for second, it's got J-Mac on for Chris Waller. Second up, has the run about to run well here, and will be improved second up, having a win second and a third from 4 starts. Second up's a good chance. Lucky decision I was happy to be against. And Vardani, over the odds, I thought it would at 23. He's 6 from 17, and he's only had he's been in good form recently with a couple of wins at Morphettville, Stony Creek, and Moonee Valley. So I think it's a good chance, proven he can get around the track. But Worthily for mine, race 6, $10 the win. Not that confident, but I think he can win it. Race number 7 at Moonee Valley. It's the feature of the night. It's a Group 1 Manikato Stakes over the 1,200 metres, and I'm with Coolangatta. Jamie Carr for Kieran Maher and David Eustace. The stable have 2 horses in the race, being Coolangatta and Nipotina. So, and out of the 2 of them, I think Coolangatta can take the prize here. 4 from 6. Last start, Group 1 winner was good at its prior run at the Valley over the 1,000 in the McEwen Stakes. I think this horse is very, very hard to beat here. Potentially finding better ground than it did last start. Soft 6 last start. Check rated to currently a good 4. Jamie Carr on again. Only goes up a kilo in weight. Drawn a barrier to have fence and run. And with the pattern on the night, could be in its favour. I think it's very hard to beat for Jamie Carr to carry my debut. It's just, I think 550 is an absolute spoil. Paulele for second. Probably gets a bit too far back. But is a good chance in the race. Best of Bordeaux goes forward. For Timmy Clark and Casey Fogden, 53.5 kilos can be competitive. And the big boy, Behemoth. Blinkers on. Stable bring him over for the race. And they wouldn't be running him if they didn't think he was up to the class of this race. And the stable do find Ben Mellon. But Coolangatta for mine in the Group 1 Manikato Stakes. 25 to win in the feature. Race number 8 at Moonee Valley, and I'm with the 2 Sydney Siders here, both for Chris Waller, the stablemates. But I think Head of State can take the prize. Was good last start, running 3rd at the Valley. 61.5 kilos, could have carried the weight, but does get James McDonald here. I think Barrier 5, J-Mac on, Waller, 5th up, hard fit. This is its chance. This is D-Day for this horse. It's got to win here, and I think it can definitely do so. And at the price, $7, it's a spoil. Agnelli, 3rd up, can show something for Blake Sheen and Cresswell, and I think can fire here. 8.58 to 9.50, but I still think it's a good chance. Claidheamh, I was happy to take on because I don't think it's come through as well of a form reference as the other 2 have. I mean, Head of State last start has come out of a 3rd running at the Valley in a benchmark 78, where Claidheamh has only come out of running 2nd in a 64 at Moe. So he clearly comes out of the best form reference Head of State, and the Awesome Son over the odds at $10. But with Head of State, Agnelli, both of them race 8 Moonee Valley, hoping one of them can win. 15 to win Head of State and 5 to win on Agnelli. Thank you very much for watching my preview for Group 1 Manikato Stakes evening. I'm pretty keen on a couple here, particularly Coolangatta in the feature, but hoping for the continuation of my good form at the moment and we can find some more winners. And I'll see you for the Group 1 preview of the Cox Play.